open up our 3ds Max and let's go ahead and import. And it defaults to the 3ds Max, but we're going to go ahead and select the AutoCAD drawing and select the chair that we just saved and say open. Now you'll notice when it comes in there's something called layers here. You want to make sure that you have the legs in the seat. And we're not going to rescale it. There's a lot you can do here, but make sure the surface deviation 0.01, and we didn't add any lights and we don't need these views. So go ahead and select OK, and there's your chair. Now let's go ahead and zoom out. You can do it with the magnifying glass, or you can just scroll out. And I want to add a plane, so let's go ahead on the create, on the primitives, and I'm going to select plane, and I'm just going to go ahead and drop it from the top view, and that's my plane. And the other thing I want to do is I want to add a light source. Let's scroll out a little bit and select the lights, and I'll do an omni, and you can play around with these lights. We want to make sure this one has a shadow. I'll select on. And the other thing you probably want to do on the shadow is make sure that it's at a gray, not a black. I've already done this. So you can select different colors, and the reason why I'm doing this is it can be very intense. And then what we'll do is we will then select our material editor. Let's go ahead and add some materials, and I've already done some preset here. And you can do whatever you want here. I'm going to go ahead and select this chrome, drag that on. I've already got it here, and I will apply it to my legs. You want to hold it down here and hold it till you see the legs. And then let's also get something for the seat, and you can use fabric, and you'll see some leather, and you can try all sorts of different things. There's plaid, stripes, and drag that on. And you want to make sure that you have the show map and viewport selected, and if it comes up and it doesn't do what you want to do, you want to change the size of it, and usually you want to select it at 100%, so go ahead and type in 100% on these. And then the last thing we'll do, we can do a rendering. Before that, let's go ahead and add a couple more materials here. Let's go open, and let's get something for the ground. And again, you can really do whatever you want. Here's a granite. And again, you really have to experiment. Make sure that it's selected show map and viewport, and generally you need to make sure that these are at 100% once you get them in there. I can tell this is a little big. And then once you get it something that works, let's go ahead and play with the rendering just to make sure it's going to work out alright. So make sure that when you select the rendering, you have a single, and you can select the size 800 by 600, and you want to do the file on the save. You want to save this to your own drive, so type in your own drive right here, and I have created a folder in my drive. Save, quality high, and say render, and make sure that you have the perspective view selected. And there we go. And that is my chair. And that is the completion of the first portion of the exercise. We've imported our chair, we've put a ground, and we've also added a light source with a shadow.